Welcome to Unsigned518. I'm here with Skull Mason, and kind of like a different version, I guess, because Aaron, you were here. We figured it was August of 2024.
That's right.
And we'll get to the other guys in just a second, but like you had all this music that you had done yourself, and you were looking for an actual band.
Yes.
And now you've found one.
Yep, these two gentlemen beside me here.
So we have Ruben here, and you're on bass.
Hello. Yeah,
Right.
I'm on bass. I'm doing all the low end stuff.
Nice. And then Jake,
Yeah, man,
your
I'm playing drums.
Yeah. And so I guess what we're going to do is kind of piggyback onto the earlier episode. And I even looked it up. It was episode number 133. So anybody listening, if they want to scroll back to make it nice and easy, episode 133 with Aaron, and this will be like the sequel because now you're like, we found the band. So I guess tell me what's been going on since August of 2024.
So last time I was here, we did spend a good amount of time talking about how I'm a solo act kind of and looking for members so we can start gigging. Since then, we found the members, and we've been booking gigs.
And how did it come out? How did you find these guys, basically? Like,
the wonders of social media. I think I might have found Jake on a 518 musicians forum kind of thing, and Ruben.
Yeah, so this kind of goes back a few years because I used to be in a band called Ghost Walker, and I play guitar. And Aaron was in a band called Straight Through Sanity. And
Yeah.
so we never met, and we had shows booked that always seemed to get canceled. And
It's like COVID-19 time.
yeah,
Oh,
and then
gotcha.
one of them was
Yeah.
a snowstorm during the Ex Mortis show. It was supposed to be us, you, and Ex Mortis. And
Yeah.
Ex Mortis crashed their bus somewhere, and so the show got canceled.
so you were in like parallel bands.
Yeah, we were like
that,
parallel. We were thrash, they were thrash. So we knew of each other. So then, I had him on Facebook. I saw he put that out, and I was like, fuck, I'll do that. I like playing bass.
He wrote yo.
And then, so how quick from the time you found were you jamming and writing songs? Were you just kind of using stuff that Aaron had already written and
Yes.
recorded as a bass to like?
So Jacob was a good deal before Ruben in terms of when we got in contact. And Jake was kind of like, give me a month and a half, and let's jam. I'm like, all right. That time comes, and he's got like 3 or 4 songs down, just like nailed them as if like studio, like he recorded the original drums. He knew everything. And we spent some time getting tight together while searching for a bass player, which was no easy task. There's so many, flaky people, and
For real.
half commitments, and it was like dating on Tinder almost, like getting like ghosted. But eventually we came across Ruben, and both these guys are super professional and super cool, and it's just been awesome being able to, jam
and I
with them.
think that's something that in a local scene people kind of take for granted, and it you can almost understand sometimes people's lack of taking it super serious because it's like, we all have day jobs, we all have lives or whatever, but at the same time, if it's just going to be a hobby, let it just be a hobby. If you want to do something with it, like, you have to have that level of professionalism, and it's I don't know. For me, it's hard to hear that you're like,
It's
oh
weird.
yeah, I found a bunch of. I mean, I'm glad you found dudes that are professional, but like that you're looking out for people and getting a bunch of people flaking on you, like, it bums me out.
It's I mean, first and foremost, it is fun and it's a hobby. It's not like we're like able to quit our day jobs or anything.
Right. But you still gotta take it seriously.
It's not fun if you don't take it seriously, and one person's like a weak link dragging everybody down. You gotta want it because it's not.
Yeah.
You're not getting paid very much, and it requires a significant amount of travel and time and resources.
And that's the thing, is that you're not getting paid, so like, there has to be a reason that you're doing it, and that reason is like a internal, like, soul reason, and that's enough of a reason.
Yeah,
to
because
take
I've
it
not
fucking
done it for a
seriously.
while, and it sucks.
You also,
Right.
with this kind of music, like, I heard it, and I actually, is that better? I heard it a while ago. I heard his stuff a while ago, And I was like, shit, this Skull Mason stuff is good. It's fast, like, and then getting the chance to jam with them, and I realized it's not only the professionalism, it's jamming with guys who are on your level. Because I've run into this situation too, where you think you're gonna, talking to someone about jamming, cool influences, cool guy, you known him forever, and you jam, and you're just either not the same influences, your styles aren't matching, or skill level wise, you're not there,
or it doesn't go anywhere.
Because
sometimes you can have that where it's two great musicians,
right?
But they just can't find a way.
That's what I was afraid of with Jake. I was
exciting.
like, Jake, be patient, dude. We're gonna find a bass player. We're gonna find hopefully another guitarist in the future. But for a while, it seemed like me and him were just gonna be practicing in his basement for, the rest of time.
Yeah, because you have to have someone that's willing to like put it out there and not just.
I was really happy to come into a situation where, the guys were professional. They had the stuff down. They knew what they were doing. I came in kind of quick, so I was just kind of learning stuff as I was going, like showing up to jam. They were showing me stuff. Me and Aaron are actually kind of neighbors. We only live like a mile or two from each other in Albany. Nice. So, we've been going over to each other's places, jamming, him showing me stuff. So, coming in, I felt like I was a little behind, but being caught up, like, I feel like we're really getting together well. And this is honestly like one of the best band situations I feel like I've been in. Like, guys are super professional and
oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I've been in several bands, and it's like this is like the only band that I've been in where they actually like want to work. And like we shot a playthrough a couple weeks ago, and my last band I was trying to get those guys to do it, for like 2 years. They wouldn't do it, and then like we known each other for like a year. Well, Aaron and I have known each other a year. I've known Ruben since September. So like to be able to like in such short amount of time to actually have like EP on the way, actually have like three gigs coming up, and then to actually like put some work in is really cool.
And coming in, Ruben, you said like a little later, and Jake, you joined.
I joined in like February of 25.
Okay,
yeah.
And then it was like September.
Yeah.
So like having that. Almost like that step, usually it's like the rhythm section, the bass and the drums lock in. Like having Aaron and Jake working together to almost create a space for you to jump in. Did you find that was a little more difficult to create your own space in there? I don't know if that makes sense.
No,
maybe I shouldn't have hit that pen before we started recording.
That was good, right? The Gorilla Glue really gets you these days.
But does that make sense? Like, was it a little like harder to already have them established and then you jumping in, or was it a little easier?
It felt like, and I've been in situations like that where you are filling in or want to jump in, and and this really didn't feel like that at all. I got there, and even the first day, not knowing a lot of the stuff, we were in it, and I feel like I've really had my own space. I feel like even with the recordings and us playing it as a 3-piece live, they do leave me the space to jump in and do my own thing. And I've since, been messing with some pedals. I got a whammy bar on my new bass. And so they've been really cool in being like, hey man, this is a section where you could throw a bass solo. This is a section where you could step on the wall and do like a cool spacey thing. So they've been really awesome with letting me jump in. And, maybe the first couple times I felt like the new guy, but since then I feel like we're brothers,
And adapting together.
Absolutely. Our styles, I think, are all really similar. Right. And we all gel really well. We know when to let each other breathe and,
Well, it's cool being a 3-piece because, or maybe not. I mean, it's cool, but it's also interesting because if you listen to the studio recordings, there's, it sounds like it's written to be with 2 guitar players and a bass player and a drummer and a vocalist, and we're a power trio in a live situation. So it leaves us with a lot of room to reinterpret things.
I mean, you could also, realistically, you could just get somebody to one-off at a gig if you need it. You know what I mean? A lot of bands do that just to have someone that they trust to fill in.
We've been fortunate,
but not. We don't want to have to rely on that. We're like. There's an example on our new song, "Cancerous Hate," where I'm playing a guitar solo and it's just bass guitar instead of having that rhythm guitar crunch
all
there. Where in the studio version, there's a rhythm guitar. So there's just a lot more space. Now Ruben can play with his whammy and his wah and all these
My
things.
whammy bar.
Yeah.
Dude, that
And
was
your
one of the
pedals.
sections. So let me give you an example here, right? On the and Aaron and I were just talking about this on the way up. So on the studio version, it's 2 guitars and a bass going like ba-na-da-da bump, ba-na-da-da bump, bow. And so Aaron's doing this lead thing, right? Which I don't know if you want to mount that, but I can't play that fast. So now it's just like in the background of that, it's just ba-na-da-da bump, right? And so what I've been doing for that is throwing on more distortion, throwing on a wah, and using my whammy. And now we got this ba-da-da-da-da, wow, 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 wow. And it's, oh my God, I love my job.
And so, you were talking that there's, an EP coming?
Yes.
So I do definitely want to hear about that, but I think before we get to that, we should hear a tune. So what song do we want to hear?
Well, let's start with our most recent single. This is off the EP that's coming in June. We're going to release that. This single's called Cancer's Hate.
And when was this one released, the single?
About a month ago.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
Cool.
a little bit less.
All right. Well, we'll talk more about the EP, but let's check out. It was Cancerous Hate. You said
Cancerous Hate. Yeah.
All right. Let's check out Cancerous Hate, Skull Mason, and then we'll be right back.
Distribute your remains by number.
That was Cancerous Hate, Skull Mason, and that is off a new EP that's coming out this spring, right?
June. I don't know if that's spring yet or summer.
I don't know. Is that spring
June?
or summer?
Summer. I think spring
Is it summer?
May 21st.
Oh, really? My birthday is May 20th, so like...
Oh, my birthday's June
Wow.
9th, 69, right? So I always considered myself a summer person.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
no,
let's continue.
No, wait, hold on. I'm not done with this. I'm not done with this. So, like, June is summer, you think?
When's the summer solstice?
I don't know. I always...
It'll be like 90 degrees. You know what?
I
Guys,
always
we have
think,
the
like,
internet.
for some
Why
reason,
don't just
I
use
always
my
think,
phone?
like, July is, like, the start of summer, but maybe that's... Maybe
No.
July's, like, peak summer.
Well, maybe it's like, maybe it's like because I was born around the sun. Like, you know how you ask people where upstate is, and depending on where they're from, they're like, oh, it's Poughkeepsie. Oh,
No,
it's
yeah,
Albany.
yeah.
Oh, it's, wherever is north of Albany.
or
because,
Buffalo, some people will say. Like,
Yeah.
like, what?
I think it's like, I think it's like where along the timeline you were born. That it's, but I'm going to look it up.
Yeah, but anyway, I'm really interested to see what everybody thinks about when summer summer is.
Oh,
and when
June
spring-
21st.
It's really
That seems late.
Fuck yeah, no, but that's
I'm
what I was
wrong.
thinking.
I
All
need
right.
to apologize to all of our viewers.
For your whole life. You
For my
thought you
whole
were a
life, I've
summer
been
kid.
wrong.
Been
You're
living a lie.
Springtime kid.
Mom, why'd you lie to me?
Well, the EP is being dropped at a live event June 20th, so we're right
Which
on
is
the cusp
springtime.
there. Yeah, technically springtime.
I don't want to hear it.
I'm sorry for questioning it.
It's peak springtime. So anyway, I told you we'd go off the rails. But so the album, we were actually, as we were listening to the song, Ruben, you were like, oh, I didn't really have a lot to do with the EP, and then Jake, you were like, dude, I wasn't even fucking on it. Like, so it's Aaron, it's your EP that you have built, but now that you have the band, they get to interpret their own
Yep.
stuff to it, I guess, is what it boils down to. So
Yep. So this was written and recorded before the guys were in the
Yeah.
band. We haven't dropped it yet because we wanted to be able to support it in a live environment. So these dudes are learning and kind of reinterpreting to some extent the material. So when we do drop it at our release show, we can support it with acts.
And I
My
just
best.
think that's interesting, like it's almost in better context, like, Ruben, you were saying that, it used to have the guitar on it, now it's just the bass. Like, I didn't realize that the whole EP was done before you had joined, and now you get to, like, are there any plans, I mean, obviously not right away, but are there any plans to do, like, re-recorded versions that are different, like even if it was like in a live setting or something, do like a live.
Yeah, we're working on live playthroughs, and there's I forget what it's called. It's called like the Jam Hive or something like that. There's
Jive
a
Hive in
Jive
Albany.
Hive.
I
We're-
was just
we wanna
there.
talk to that guy.
I shot
place.
a horror. I'll get you in contact. They're my boys. I
that'd be
shot
sick.
a horror movie this summer.
No kidding.
And we just screened it there.
I saw my
2 days
friend's
ago.
band kick out the Rouge there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like look at Cameron and.
Oh, I love
yeah.
those dudes.
Yeah.
James, I work down in Kingston.
Okay.
So I know a lot of those dudes.
But yeah, I'll get you in touch with Jive Hive, like for sure. I'll vouch for you, and that's all it takes. Like,
That'd be sick.
so great place.
That'd be a great chance for people to see how
Yeah.
these guys play the new stuff.
And that would give you a chance to have like video. They do video and audio and yeah. I'll get you into that.
just heard of them. Apparently, they've been doing it for a while.
Like 3 or 4 years
Yeah.
anyway. Yeah,
Fun.
we were. My band was one of the first ones. I think we were within the first 4 or 5 bands to do it. Maybe I'm wrong.
That's
but
sick.
I don't think I am. I rarely ever am. On this fine winter day, which I'm sure of that it's winter. Like
Are you sure it's not?
but-
Are you sure it's not like early fall?
yeah. No, it was
Late
fucking
fall.
14 degrees below zero this morning.
Oh my god, the wind chill kills you.
Yeah.
My car broke down yesterday. Just out of nowhere, my girlfriend was driving and she called me and she's like, "Hey, check engine lights flashing. The car's shaking."
The car says it's too cold.
No, I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Like my sprayers for my fluid won't go, and I looked it up. It's because Volkswagen put in a thing where if it's too cold, it won't spray,
Oh,
so it doesn't
well, yeah.
freeze. It's that cold out. It's stupid.
Yeah, it is stupid.
I'm getting mad.
Again, the important conversations that we're having.
Exactly. This is what the people want to know about.
It really is. You don't get this content.
You don't get
on
unless
other-
you actually stand there and talk to us at any of our amazing shows coming up.
That's what I should do. I should do like a traveling podcast. That's a fucking just stand at the merch table.
Oh, dude,
And,
you
like,
should totally come
and
stand
hold
at
the
our merch
microphone
table.
and like catch the interactions between fans and
Oh, my
bands.
God.
Oh,
and just,
that'd
like,
be, dude. You
be
should
like
come do
fly
that
on the
for
wall
us.
shit. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah,
That'd be-
dude. That'd be
That would
awesome.
be funny. Get some interesting things.
Wow.
Do you guys make your own stickers?
Actually, Aaron, who makes our stickers?
I'm not gonna plug them. It's like Vistaprint.com.
Nice.
No, Aaron's actually got some cool, and that's the other thing that I really enjoyed about coming into this is, Aaron has it down. Like our first gig we played was our buddy Lewis's backyard party, and like Aaron brought out merch, and I'm like, merch, and like it's crazy, man. Like he's had it down already, just waiting for us to join, and
Crack
it
the
feels
code.
like, yeah, it feels like we're really coming into something that is like we got a good start,
Right.
and now we're getting into it. Like I got a buddy who does screen printing, and I'm thinking of like sending him some different stuff. Like there's that blue one with the trowel, So
Yeah, there's all sort. I mean, even like the merch game, like locally, like there's local people that are doing a lot of local merch. Like we have ours on through the podcast and the band. I have it. It's called Mist Merch, and it's a local dude. Do you know it, Aaron? Like,
I got them on the IG.
yeah. So like they do basically your merch for you. You upload the designs, and then they drop ship everything, so you don't have to have any inventory. So like if somebody orders one T-shirt, then they print one T-shirt and ship it to them, rather than, because that's the problem that I get in all the time is like I overestimate how many fucking T-shirts I'm going to sell. You know what I mean?
Yeah, now you gotta
Order
someone.
100 of them. Why not? And I'm like, cool. We're sitting on fucking 87 T-shirts. Yeah. But whatever. Yeah, merch.
10 more than I've
merch
ever
is
sold.
merch is an important. Well, we like guilt our families into it and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
We're like, oh, that's cool, Dad. You're not going to buy a T-shirt. That's fine. I guess you don't love me. Oh, what? You want 7 of them? Cool. Yeah,
My dad's dead. It'd be weird if you bought a T-shirt.
that would be weird. Yeah.
Shout out, Dad. I love you.
All right. Again, the conversation. This is shit that you don't get on. You wouldn't get this on Entertainment Tonight or whatever. Am I dating? Is Entertainment Tonight even a fucking thing anymore?
I don't know. I only take in horrible news about the world around me and then get worried and shut it off.
Well, yeah.
So
yeah.
that's
I
about my
stopped
extent.
taking in the news because of that.
Yeah.
And also, Ruben got me high before we started recording.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
I'm blaming you.
Oh, yeah. We are good right now, folks.
So the EP done. It's going to be coming out in June. There's going to be shows. Is June the first one, or is there things
nope,
things
exact-
before then?
That's our 3rd show for the year.
Okay.
Next spot we got is at Empire Underground, opening up for Raven, who's like a classic proto thrash band from the early '80s. So it's pretty cool to play for a band like that, to warm up the stage for them.
And have you played Empire?
Not with this band.
No. That's a great.
Yeah,
I, love
I hang out there all the time.
I love
but-
playing that spot, man. There's just something about it. It's so fuck. It's like punk as fuck. Like,
Aaron's the
yeah,
guy
it's like-
who hangs out outside trying to bum cigarettes from teenagers.
You caught me.
I'm kidding.
I'm old enough to buy them, but I can't afford them.
Respect your elders.
Teenagers
son.
are too young, but they got the money.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, yeah, I love that venue. Like, I love a good concrete venue that serves one purpose, and that's like a dope stage and a
Yeah.
place to stand and beer.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
whole
all.
place
That's all you
Keep it
need.
is
simple.
awesome. I remember my first time going there after they opened it up. Oh my god, man! I was like, this place is just perfect.
Yeah.
For
So
these
many
shows.
venues try to do like too much.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And really, in my humble opinion, if you do too much, it almost kind of takes away from the music. You're there for one thing, to watch the band, or in the way that Empire Underground is set up. You're there for one reason,
It's very the layout is very focused on the bands,
Yeah.
like the
And, like,
beer and the
they're-
bathrooms and the merch. It's all in the back, and then 3/4 of the place is the show.
Yeah, and they could have absolutely been like, oh, well, we need like a pool table and like, a couple of games and a dartboard. They could have
But
absolutely.
the guys who run that place know who's going there,
Correct.
and they know us. The people
Yeah.
going there want to just go get a beer and watch some shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
find it
that's
as
why
like
it's perfect.
one of like the few clubs that actually make, as like a drummer, actually make drums sound good. Like, dude, so many venues make drums sound
They got
terrible.
really
They don't mic them. They don't,
Right.
They barely mic the kicks. They don't mic the snares. They have no overheads, and they usually just sound terrible. But at Empire, it's actually like a legit, venue.
And like, as someone who doesn't use, I don't know if you guys use in-ear monitors, but like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I do not.
My first time ever with this band.
Yeah,
using ears.
I've tried and I can't. So like, I'm like almost kind of used to not hearing myself.
Yeah.
And at Empire Underground, it's like, oh wow, holy fuck, I can like totally hear, without resorting to in ears. Like I'm like, I can hear
Absolutely.
myself clearly through the microphone. And like, great.
I guess
great
shout
band.
out Empire for being
Yeah,
cool.
shout out Empire. And like,
Yeah,
I'm
we
not
love
even
those
sponsored
guys.
by them or anything. I'm just saying that.
April 21st.
Being real.
April
So it's April
21st at
21st.
Empire.
So it's you guys and Raven. Anybody else on there?
Deveria's on that.
Oh no, all right.
Deveria's on Extinction with us.
They're on both shows.
They're on both shows with us. Hey! And Slackjaw. Shout out Deveria too. Those dudes are really cool. All the local dudes are really cool. I've yet to find a local band that I've played with that I was really like, I really don't like those guys.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I talk about that shit all the time.
That's what they say about us.
Yeah.
We're the guys they don't like.
No, you guys are nice, but like
They don't know us well
The
enough yet.
scene is like that. People support each other. It's not like fucking New York City in the '80s where like every band tried to sabotage each other and like only one could reign supreme, and it was like
Our scene around here is very supportive too. I've been in this scene since I was 16, and just like everyone is so cool and so nice, and there's other people around other places that don't have a scene like that.
Yeah.
And
Right,
we're kind of spoiled that we grew up not too far, especially with like the metal and hardcore stuff. Like the beginning of a lot of that was just a few hours from here around the city.
and I mean, even venues like Ophelia's doing metal shows and shit.
Yeah,
Last
he was
night,
there
yeah.
last night.
Like Gozer was playing, right? Yeah. They're my boys. But like, you wouldn't expect a venue to be able to so fluidly be like, we're having a jam band show and a DJ show and a metal show and a punk show, and like they do it all. And I think that's indicative of this scene, whereas a lot of other places would be like, no, we're a fucking
I've
punk
played
venue only.
I've traveled a lot, especially when I was younger. I've traveled a lot, like a lot of different states, and a lot of the time you would just go play, and the bar would be full of people.
Right.
The stage is empty. No
Right,
one's watching
right.
you, and then the exact same you'll play for 30 minutes. No one would watch you. The next band would go play for 30 minutes. No one would watch you, and there was nobody would support each other. It was really
the
weird.
bands would show up, play, and leave.
Yeah, the
where
bands
it's like
exactly.
here,
It was really odd.
like you do
Yeah.
see a lot where bands are sticking around.
And
like
not only
watching
that, when I was in Ghostwalker, we played with a band that was, I'm not going to name names, but a band that was getting big at the time and playing at Chrome, and we were opening for them. And this is a thing that really sticks out to me about our scene, because this band was from the UK. They didn't come out see any of the openers. We all stayed to the end. And then when all the locals noticed that they weren't there, they came out and they're keeping to themselves and whatever, and not really trying to be part of it. They're
Right.
more like, we're gonna get out of here, get on stage and get out of here. Everyone left during their set, and then when that band posted about playing in Albany that night, it was a picture from the night before somewhere else, because there was nobody there to see them, because everyone was like, fuck these guys, they're not going to support us, why do we want to support them?
Yeah, well, I played a show at a venue around. It doesn't. I again won't name names or like I don't even know the name of the band because they were from out of town. But we were on a lineup with a couple couple of bands, one band that we knew, a couple bands that we didn't, but like everybody was like super cool and we're introducing each other and hanging out and like buying each other's merch and like blah blah blah. And then like the headliner showed up fucking like 15 minutes before he was supposed to play, was a fucking dick to everybody, and then like got up to do his thing and everybody fucking peaced out. Like, you know, and they peaced out like on they were like, fuck this. They're like, fuck this guy. You know?
I think it's a lot of those more famous people, especially, they're used to scenes where like they'll go somewhere, people are there to see them, and that's that. Around here, yeah, people will go to see them, but people are so loving and supportive of each other around here that they will purposely not see the headliner if the headliner's being a dick to their locals.
Yeah.
And that's what they don't expect.
Yeah, and this guy was a dick, and all the local bands were you know, and he was a dick to the bands and wasn't even there to support them, and they were just like, cool, packed up their shit and left, and took their fans with them. All right, so let's listen to a song before we wrap it up here, and then we'll talk about some of the shows when we say goodbye, because you do have those shows coming up that I want to plug. But what song are we going to play?
This is the first single from the EP. I don't know if I called the other song the first single. That was the second single. This is the first single from the new EP. Less Than Slipped Away.
Less Than Slipped Away?
Less Than Slipped Away.
All right, cool. Well, let's check that out. Skull Mason, then we'll be right back to wrap it up. All right, that was Lessons Slip Away, Skull Mason. And, thank you guys so much for taking time into your afternoon to come up and
Thanks
do
for
this with
having
me.
us.
I really appreciate it, of course. And before we go, like I do with all my guests, I want to give you a chance to say what I refer to as your gratitude. So, Ruben, we'll start with you.
Oh man. Start with my family. I got 4 siblings, and they all went their separate ways, and I went my separate way with what we're doing in life, but they're still supportive. So that's great. Love them. My girlfriend, Andy, been super supportive. My mom's been really supportive, and local scenes and friends.
I'd like to say thank you to my parents in particular for letting me learn how to play drums in their house growing up, especially rock and metal. And shout out to my wife and my now son Archie. She's she's the love of my life, and and she's extremely supportive. And I hope to see my son play the drums or guitar one day. I think that'd be awesome. And thank you to the Unsigned518 podcast for having us out.
Well, I'd just like to thank you, Andy, and thank these 2 guys next to me. We're happy to be here.
Yeah, and so before we go, I love the short on words. But before we go, tell us where the gigs are, because people
You
should
can
come
catch
out
us
and see
at
you
Empire Live opening for Raven, April 21st. We're gonna be out in Mass with Goblet and Keikos at a new venue called THCC, and then we'll be back in Albany, Empire Underground. Our EP release June 20th in springtime.
No, it is spring. It is still springtime.
It is the spring. That's with Extinction AD, Deveria again, a couple other really cool bands. That slips my mind right now.
Hell yeah. Awesome. All right, so they are Skull Mason. I am Andy Scullin. This is Unsigned 518. I'll see you on the road.
Peace.
Unsigned 518 is produced and hosted by me, Andy Scullin. New episodes are available every week wherever you stream podcasts. If you would like to help support the show, please like and subscribe wherever you are listening, or you could buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/unsigned518. If you would like to advertise on the show, send me an email at unsigned518@gmail.com. And to be a guest on the show, reach out to me through Instagram at unsigned518. Take care of one another, and I'll see you next week.